Hey guys, this is Reinhardt. Quick advertisement like a shameless whore I am. I have a philosophy channel where we're gonna be discussing today why socialism doesn't work or it did not work for my family in particular method. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about what's like was living in USSR and how we transitioned from living in a socialist country and living in a capitalist country, United States. For those who are interested in that, the first link is gonna be in the description down below. Yo guys, this is Reinhardt, it's your favorite Russian talking, and today we're gonna have a video about Ratio Anus, about the Assassination Rogue, about the awesomeness and the scariest things about that class. Honestly, they're freaking hilarious. So I'm opening up on this majestic Death Knight, and I'm putting a chip shot on him, into Hammer Rage, into Garrote, building up enough combo points to put a Rupture, then I use my acceleration, and just watch him die. Now at this point in time I just have to kite him, because he's just gonna die from Blitz. From 100 to 0, Blitz will kill him. After this I'm gonna die to 2 Demon Hunters, but you guys don't want to see that. Assassination Rogues, essentially, they are extremely dot-oriented spec, but it's not their poisons and not their mastery that actually makes all these games possible. It's legitimately their bleeds. They will make any feral druid pop a lipstick over their bleeds. So, how do we get from, hey, there's a cute little rogue running around, to the guy who actually legitimately rots your anus every time he duels you? Well, let's take a look. Full abilities of Assassination Rogue coming into the Legion. We have a Garrote that gives you 1 combo point. Garrote as a blade itself is actually pretty good. It does 183,000 damage, roughly what it translates to about 12 to 13% of somebody else's HP in 18 seconds. Then we have a Rupture. With a 5 combo point, Rupture does 490,000 damage, which translates to about 30% of somebody else's hit points in 24 seconds. Those are the 2 main bleeds that do a lot of damage. Besides the masteries, besides the poisons, besides all the poison damage that kind of builds up on top of your bleeds. Well, let's take a look at all the damage multipliers that make Assassination bleeds are just really good. So first of all, we have Hammer Rage. It's just a regular strike into your anus that increases the bleed damage by 30%. Then we have a deeper stratagem. Basically what it does, it gets you 6 combo points on a target, and the last combo point consuming also increases the damage of your finishers by 20%. So when your Rupture goes from 490,000 damage to 686,000 damage, plus 20% on top of it. And we're gonna have some really awesome mathematic table of all the damage multipliers, my friends. And the last but not least is Exaggerate, or whatever it's called. Sorry, my English is too bad for this. It basically makes your bleed effects bleed 400% faster, or 5 times faster. And we also have Vendetta that increases the damage done to the target by 30%. And on top of it, Unfair Advantage. Ability strikes on the target with a lower health than you, percentage-wise, causes your critical strike damage, increase your critical strike damage by 20%, and rogues do crit quite a lot. Last but not least, there's some sort of a passive that I have no idea where it's coming from, to be honest, my friends, where it increases your damage of your bleeds by 100% for 7 seconds. So if I go to this dummy and I apply Garrote, I apply Mutilate, right? I'm gonna do another Mutilate, and I'm gonna Rupture here. This one right over here, Blood of Assassinated, increases the Rupture damage by 100% for 7 seconds. So during that time, if you can actually hasten up the Rupture as well, boy, it's gonna do a lot of damage. But that passive, I honestly have no idea where it's coming from. So, with that said, we've seen the bleed ticks. They tick about 90,000 damage for the first 7 seconds with that proc. Without that proc, they tick for 45,000 damage, and that's for 5 combo points without any multipliers built in. Now let's take a look at the damage with all the multipliers built in. Now let's go bleed Swifty on this target damage. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna apply Vendetta into Mutilate, into Hemorrhage, into Growth. If we get a good crit, we're gonna be at 6 combo points. If not, then not. Then we're gonna apply Rupture. After that, we're gonna apply Exaggerate, and we're gonna see all the damage stack up. So let's do it. So Vendetta into Mutilate, into Hemorrhage, into Growth, into another Hemorrhage, into Rupture, into Exaggerate. And look at the ticks. 212, 212, 212, 106, 106, 212, 212, 106, 57k. Alrighty, let's try it again. Let's see if we can beat this time. So, Mutilate, into Hemorrhage, into Growth, into another, into Rupture. It's about the same damage. So my Rupture is already finished it, while my Assassinate did 7, 8, 10 seconds. Then increase your Rupture damage by 100%. My Rupture actually extinguished faster than that. Now my friends, the reason why you like following my channel is because I'm a mathematics nerd and I can break down the numbers. So let's break them down. We have health pool is equals to 1,460,000. And we have Rupture that does 686,000 damage, 269. Now the Swifty modifiers for our blades are Hemorrhage plus 30% damage, Vendetta plus 30% deep bleed damage, Deep Stratagem increases your finishing moves damage by 20%, Blood of Assassinated is plus 100% damage for like 8 seconds, and because everything rots 5 times faster because of Exaggerate, it's legitimately gonna be over 5.6 seconds. So now we have 686,269 times 1.2 times 1.3 times 1.3 times 2. We have 2,783,000 damage in 5.6 seconds. Let's not forget Growth, that does 183,000 damage. Times 1.3 from Vendetta, times 1.3 from Hemorrhage, it's 310,000 damage in 3.6 seconds because of Exaggerate, and you can do it technically twice. So then, my friends, from our calculations, we can do 3,404,000 damage combined, and it's enough to kill anybody 2 to 2.5 times. So let's look at this poor Decay. I'm positioning myself behind this Decay who stands in the Death and Decay, thinking it's gonna help him, and I'm gonna apply Sap on him. Tan, 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 tan. So, and we're gonna be sapping him. Now, he didn't position the pet behind to stun me during my opener, which actually is a huge boss killer. So we're stunning him into building enough combo points again. Now he's gonna root me, he's gonna try to kite me, we're gonna pop my freedom basically. And now we're gonna put a Rupture, Exaggerate and everything else. And at this time, we just need to run away. And he's dead from bleeds. Like, that's legitimately all you need to do to win the duel against Death Knights as an Assassination Rogue. Because they have absolutely no defensives around that. In this duel, I'm going against a Shadow Priest, and for those who don't know, Shadow Priests have tons and tons of survivability via shields, and they actually are very, very good, better off against your blades because they can shield themselves, they can heal them up with that. But regardless of that, let's take a look at this. So we're gonna do a chip shot into Mutilate, into applying a Hemorrhage, into applying Growth, but he's gonna try to kite me, he put a fear on me, so we have Growth, Rupture, Exaggerate, Vendetta, all that good stuff. And he's legitimately, look at his health. He's bleeding and he's putting shields on himself. He's trying to heal himself up, but it's just not enough. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Assassination Rogue is that overpowered. I do think that they need to tone down the bleeds. However, the thing about the Assassination Rogue is they're relatively squishy, that's one. And the second, once their cooldowns are down, there's not much they bring to the table. And number 3, finally, the thing about the Assassination Rogues is that basically if there's a classes who can mitigate your initial opener, after that their damage actually becomes kind of a lackluster. However, in fact of the matter is that it's even possible to rat somebody 2.5 times their health pool with just a Rupture and all those modifiers. That needs to be addressed. And that needs to be addressed for a lot of classes, my friends. For warriors stuck in their cooldowns, for every single class out there. Because The game needs to be more about the sustained damage and less about just stacking all those cooldowns and all those modifiers. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hopefully you found it entertaining and mathematically nerdy enough. For those who want to see a lot more content out of me, I have a philosophy channel like I already previously stated, and today we're going to be discussing why socialism doesn't work, and I'm going to bring in my personal family's example why it did not work for us. First link in the description down below is going to be my philosophy channel.